Hello and good morning everyone, and welcome to today's live Zoo to You. My name is Katie and I'm an educator here at the Stone Zoo, and today we are so happy to be celebrating World Wildlife Day with a visit from our snow leopard Himal. And today's Zoo to You is brought to you by MIFA on behalf of the U Fund College Investing Plan. So as we talk about our snow leopards, if you have any questions about them, please feel free to write them in the chat. So Himal, our snow leopard, is actually coming out onto exhibit right now. So we're all going to get the opportunity to watch him come outside from his indoor habitat. So our zookeeper, Courtney, is shifting him out onto exhibit today. And you might notice some things in his exhibit. Today, for enrichment, he has some peppermint oil as well as some straw that has been peed on by our agoutis here at the zoo. Cats are really receptive to scents. So scents are often one of their favorite forms of enrichment here. So if you're ever visiting the zoo and you can't see any enrichment items in their enclosure, it's probably a scent, which we might not be able to see, but they're able to smell. So there's some peppermint oil on that log right there, and Himal is really getting into it. So Himal is our male snow leopard. He is almost 13. He'll be 13 in May. And he came to Stone Zoo a few years ago. He was actually born at the Hogle Zoo in Utah. We also have a female snow leopard. Her name is Kira, and Kira is actually behind the scenes right now. Snow leopards are solitary and they get a little rowdy during breeding season, so they're actually going on to exhibit at different times right now, which is why we're getting a visit from Himal and not Himal and Kira today. And for World Wildlife Day, we thought we would focus on snow leopards and their conservation both here at Stone Zoo and out in their natural habitat. And he's actually doing some scent marking right now, if anybody got a glimpse of that. That's what that behavior was. So snow leopards are found in the Himalayan range, and they're found actually in 12 different countries throughout Asia. There's an estimate anywhere between maybe a little under 4,000 to around 6,500 snow leopards out in their natural habitat, which is not a lot. They're listed as a vulnerable species, so that means they are in threat of becoming an endangered species, but there are estimates that their population is in decline because less than 2% of their range out in nature has been sampled for population abundance. So that's why there's such a broad range of what their numbers could be. It's really hard to study snow leopards out in nature. They're very elusive. They have really wonderful camouflage. That's how they get that nickname Ghost of the Mountains. So they're really difficult to study. Here at Zoo New England, we participate in the Snow Leopards Species Survival Plan, and that is a breeding program we have here in zoos and aquariums to ensure their survival here. We've got some scratching going on, so many fun things out here today. And at Stone Zoo, we're also a partner with the Snow Leopard Trust. The Snow Leopard Trust is a conservation organization founded to help snow leopards out in nature. They're active in 5 different countries, and those countries contain around 75% of all known snow leopards out in nature. And they do so many really wonderful things to help snow leopards and the people that live in the same areas as them. So they will collaborate with people who live and work in snow leopard habitat areas, especially those who have livestock. So snow leopards are predators. Most of the time they're going to be feeding on species like markhor goats, like we have right next door to our snow leopards here at Stone Zoo, but they will prey on livestock if it's available. And that can have a really, negative impact on rural communities that rely on livestock for their, for their well-being. So one cool thing that Snow Leopard Trust does is they've set up an insurance program for people in those communities to participate in. So if there is a loss of livestock, they can actually file a claim and get reimbursed for that. And in order to participate in that program, they have to sign an agreement that they will not retaliate against snow leopards for that kill. That is one of their threats, is just retaliation, because they are, sometimes a predator to livestock, and that's how a lot of people make their money and their way of life. Another really great thing that Snow Leopard Trust does is they set up many different programs for women in those communities to make different handicrafts. We actually sell some of them here at Stone Zoo. It's another really great way for them to make money and to help raise awareness about snow leopards out in their natural habitat. And something smells really good on that log right now. And I see we've had some questions come in.
Absolutely. Anne was saying that snow leopards are their absolute favorite, and they were saying you still have 2, right? And what is the name of the female, and are there any more cubs on the way?
Good questions, Anne. So yes, we do have 2 snow leopards here at Stone Zoo. Kira is just inside right now. They actually go on exhibit at opposite times this time of year. It's breeding season. They can get a little rowdy, and right now they are not recommended to breed as their species survival plan dictates. So that's why they're going out at opposite times. They have not had any more cubs. If anyone watching has been to Stone Zoo in the last few years, Kira and Himal did have 2 cubs a few years ago. Their names are Pandora and Nafisa. And once they reached maturity, their species survival plan recommended that they go to other zoos and be matched with other snow leopards there. So Nafisa is currently at the San Diego Zoo, and Pandora is at the Idaho Falls Zoo.
Awesome. And Anne was also wondering, how old are Kira and Himal?
Kira and Himal are currently 12. They will both be 13 in May. Snow leopards have a really a breeding season that they really stick to. So a lot of snow leopards have May birthdays. I think Kira and Himal's birthdays are just a few days apart, and as well as their cubs. So they're all May babies.
And then we do have another question from MP. They were wondering, when it gets warm out, do you call them rain leopards?
And sun leopards on a nice warm day. Absolutely. Those are some good nicknames for them.
Wonderful. That is all the questions we have.
All right. Well, we're just about out of time. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to learn about snow leopards today and to help us celebrate World Wildlife Day here at Stone Zoo. And today's Zoo to You is brought to you by MIFA on behalf of the UFund College Investing Plan. Have a great day. Bye.